Good afternoon, Casa families, faculty, students, board members, former board members, supporters, and community. As we listen to the sounds of Dos Orejitas, played so well by Nina Bagnol, we saw our 8th grade students carry in 39 flags, representing all the countries of origin for our students, parents, and staff. These flags represent the rich history and culture that mark the unique nature of Casa Esperanza Montessori Charter School and speak to the value we place on every individual in our community. My name is Teresa Outlaw, and I am the proud and grateful head of school of Casa Esperanza. We'd like to thank you all for being here, whether virtually or in person, to help us celebrate this momentous event. So many of you have had a hand in getting us to where we are today, from founders, board members, builders, financiers. Our current employees have contributed so much to our success. And for each of them, we would like to express our immense gratitude. And of course, our students and our families, who are the heart of Casa and why we do what we do every day. We are grateful for the dedication of our staff and our families, many of whom volunteer untold numbers of hours on behalf of our school. Our amazing employees bring great excitement to our school every single day, and we plan to bring that same excitement to the next phase of Casa Esperanza, which is the construction of our own building. At this time, yes, actually we should clap, yes. At this time, I would like to introduce Monique Taylor, Board Chair, to talk about the history of Casa Esperanza. The Board of Directors had led governance and support of Casa, specifically leading this building project so that we can continue to serve Casa Esperanza families long into the future. Thousands of hours behind the scenes have helped us stand before you today with appreciation for all that we have been and excitement for our future days. I give you Monique Taylor.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Directors, it is truly an honor to be here today. What a significant milestone. Nearly 20 years ago, the founding board members envisioned opening with just under 200 students. Today we have under 600. The vision has been to build global awareness and diversity at every level of the community and serve the Hispanic community and underserved children. The dual language program with an immersive Spanish environment, or with the academic program enriched with Spanish instruction, would serve to prepare students to be global-minded citizens. The Montessori philosophy would serve to nurture independence, creativity, growth mindset, and following the child. Casa was so successful that in 2010, it was granted approval to expand and offer 7th and 8th grades. Eagerly jumped on the opportunity to stay at Casa longer. And because Casa offers a private preschool program, many students have been able to call Casa home since the age of 3. Whether you recently joined the Casa family or have been here for years, you can appreciate why, for example, Senora Toruella says that Casa is her home away from home, having taught and watched students grow from kindergarten through 8th grade. Or how Senora de Amat fell in love while getting to know children and families, planning for their experiences and observing the diversity here. When teachers and students recount our history, some of their fondest memories come to mind. Like Senora Salcedo, did you get chills when you witnessed the diversity of the Casa family, with children as young as 3 singing their hearts out in Spanish at Fiesta de las Familias? Or perhaps you shared the experience of one teacher who couldn't find the school on her first trip for the interview because she expected to find a typical school building. But the words she heard could not have been more true. "Oh, honey, we do not look like a regular school." Once she felt the warmth that you can likely attest to, Senora Dieroff says, Casa will never be a regular school because it is home. Some of the longest history from our dear Senora Saldana. Yes, that was who helped Senora Dieroff find her way home. Senora Saldana remembers way back when Janice Bonham West, a founding board member, hired her as a receptionist. Nearly 19 years later, we know that is an extreme understatement as to what she brings to Casa. She remembers using furniture and curtains to separate areas and make walls, and all of the changes and room additions that have come over the years, but she says it best. What has never changed is the love and dedication to educating our students. She says, gracias, muchas gracias, y viva Casa. Yes. We could all go on for hours about the special moments that have made Casa what it is for us individually and for our families. Because taking care of each other is nothing new for the families, the teachers, staff, school leaders, and board members. Even in the face of unprecedented challenges, we have all poured our hearts into this gem that we have in Casa Esperanza. Those before us knew what we all know today. There is no place like Casa. Words cannot convey the gratitude that we have for all those who have supported and believed in Casa through every challenge and through every change over the years. Today, we ask you to join us in celebrating Casa's past, present, and future. Today, we thank our supporters. We thank our partners in Trademark, Billy Redmond, Shelley, and their team. From Truist, Monica Cutno and her team. Our other partners in bond financing from UMB, DAC, Ice Miller, Nigel Bierman. Our construction partners, BCCG, with Dean Boyk, Paul Lemley and his team. Our construction manager from Micah Management, Michael Caney. Dignitaries that are here, Madam Mayor with us. The board members from the past and the present who have all worked very hard to get here. The PFA, the families, the parents, our students. Time will not allow us to name every individual and all of the effort that have brought us to this moment. But what we can say is, teachers and staff of Casa Esperanza, families of Casa students, friends of the Casa community, we are finally here. Let us cherish the rich heritage of Casa Esperanza that has brought us to this moment. Let us revel in this moment. And together, let us follow our children in writing this next chapter of Casa's legacy. Thank you. Now, Monica Perry.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, this is an exciting time. As Monique said, my name is, whoops, I got excited and so did the mic. Monica Dixon Perry, board member in my second term, and so excited to be a long-time member of the Casa family. I am here to honor and acknowledge our Casa staff. So if the folks that I call out, if you can come up front so that we can acknowledge you for this historic moment, I would greatly appreciate it. I am going to first say that there has been a typo, so please charge that to our heads, not our hearts. But I would like to first acknowledge Casa staff that has been with us 15 or more years. And by the way, there has been a little birdie that told me not to roll my R's or attempt to roll my R's because I would embarrass myself as well as her. So I won't call out that individual, but she happens to live in my house. Okay. So for those of us that have been with Casa for 15 or more years, Senor or Miss Dennison, if you could come up front. Miss Gibbs or Senora Gibbs. Okay. She's not here. Okay, here's my first challenge one. Senora Perez de Gonzalez. Yay! And of course, Miss Celeste. Yay! Okay, I'm sorry in advance, Senora Uela? Yeah. Yay! So to these individuals here present with us, those that are not, thank you so much for all of your years of service, and you guys can return to your places. Thank you. Next, we would like to acknowledge those that have been with us serving for 10 to 14 years. Senora Conlazo. Senora Torres. Wonder who that was. Senora Tonstal. Senora Pineda. Senora Kern. So thank you, ladies, for your 10 to 14 years of service. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Get a photo op. Alrighty, and for those that have served 5 to 9 years, we have Miss Brock. Senora Delgado. Senora Diroff. Senora Glenn. Miss Jung. Senora Lantiga. Tigua, sorry. I did not attend Casa, can you tell? Mr. Lynch. Senora Marquez. Senora Salcedo. Senora Thuku. And Senora Royal. So get ready for your picture op. Thank you, ladies. 5 to 9 years of service. That's awesome. And last but certainly not least, some of our newbies. I'm not going to read all of the names, but if you have served Casa for less than 5 years, if you can come up front for your picture op, we would greatly appreciate it.
Dr. B.
Come on.
Yeah, Dr. B.
Yay.
That's my teacher.
Yay. Look at all of these beautiful faces. Do we have everyone? All right. Oh, we have more. We have more. Awesome. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone that has participated in this very special moment and getting Casa to the place it is today. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. All right, Casa family. At this time, I would like to introduce our next speaker, the Honorable Mayor of Wake Forest, Miss Vivian Jones. We are especially honored that Miss Jones is visiting with us today. She's the official head of the town government of Wake Forest. She has an impressive record of service to the Wake Forest community. She's currently serving her 6th term as mayor, the longest serving mayor in the history of Wake Forest. I give you Honorable Mayor Jones.
Thank you very much. It is an honor to be with you. Welcome to Wake Forest, Casa Esperanza. I'm very much a proponent of giving choice for schools, and so I'm delighted to have another choice in Wake Forest. And it is just amazing to me. I just said in a speech the other day that we needed to welcome people from all over the world, and obviously we have people from all over the world coming here. So we are so glad to have you. I know that you're going to be a great amenity in the town of Wake Forest. Thank you so much for being here.
Now, a special treat as well. We're going to be hearing from some Casa Esperanza students about the past, present, and future of our great school. I give you Gabe Devizia and Zuri Davis.
Can we use your paper? Can I use your paper?
Yes.
Is this working? Okay. Good afternoon, parents and faculty. My name is Gabe Devizia, and I am currently in 8th grade, and I've attended Casa since kindergarten. Kindergarten and 1st grade have formed a strong foundation, but from 2nd to 5th grade shifted my direction and connection with Casa. We had field trips, overnight trips, and I learned more about favorite subjects, social studies, and science. I also met some of my favorite teachers I know, Miss Dennison. They cared for me and they loved me. As I entered 6th grade, I met my immersion friends. I'm going to give a round of applause to them. I also was fortunate to have such amazing teachers, Mr. Hall, Mr. A, and Miss Brock. They guided me through 6th grade. Most importantly, they helped me strengthen my academics, while they also helped me guide into the person I am today. And now my friend Zuri Davis will talk about the present. Here, wait. Can you pull up the picture? Because yours is on the back.
Good afternoon. Whoa, this is too short. There you go. Okay. Good afternoon, teachers, board directors, and guests. My name is Zuri Davis. I've been attending Casa Esperanza since kindergarten. I've really enjoyed being a student here. In 7th grade, school was virtual because of COVID, and personally, it was hard for me to focus and get through my work at times, but I was able to endure it because Casa had already prepared me. Casa is a charter school where they teach you to get your work done on your own and manage your time. This came in handy during my virtual school experience because I was able to work well independently. This year, it has been great returning to school and seeing how everyone has grown and changed. I love being a Casa student because I've made some great friendships over the years in our very tight community. The teachers are caring, very helpful, and they make the lessons fun and interesting. In conclusion, we all got through tough times together, and I'm very grateful to attend and be a part of this school. Okay.
Are you going to read the Spanish?
Yes. Okay.
The Spanish part's on there.
Okay. Buenas tardes, profesores, cuerpo administrativo e invitados. Mi nombre es Zuri Davids. He estado asistiendo a Casa Esperanza desde el preescolar. He disfrutado mucho siendo estudiante aquí. En séptimo grado, cuando la escuela era virtual debido a COVID, a veces me costaba concentrarme y terminar mi trabajo. Pero pude salir adelante porque casa ya me había preparado. Casa Esperanza es una escuela charter donde te educan para hacer tu trabajo por tu cuenta y aprendes a administrar tu tiempo. Esto fue útil durante mi experiencia en la escuela virtual porque pude trabajar bien de forma independiente. Este año ha sido grandioso volver a la escuela y ver cómo todos hemos crecido y cambiado. Me encanta ser estudiante de Casa Esperanza porque he hecho grandes amistades a lo largo de los años en nuestra comunidad muy unida. Los profesores nos cuidan, son muy serviciales y hacen que las secciones sean divertidas e interesantes. En conclusión, todos hemos superado momentos difíciles juntos y estoy muy agradecida de asistir y ser parte de esta escuela.
You got a louder cheer than me, but like.
Okay.
Hello, parents and faculty. Wait. Hello, parents and faculty. My name is Gabe Devisa, and I'm speaking for Gael today, who is sick. He has been attending CASA since 5th grade and to 8th grade now. Even though he has not been here very long, he's made great experiences and great friends. And the transition to high school for us is going to be really difficult and stressful, but not many of us will see each other again. But we got to get through it, because we also got to leave good examples for as the 8th graders for this school, because we have to represent this school, and we need to leave a good legacy for the next generation of CASA students. You got this.
Okay. Hola, padres y profesores. Mi nombre es Brandon Saldaña Ramírez. Y he asistido a Casa Esperanza desde el 5º grado hasta el octavo. Y aunque no he estado aquí por mucho tiempo, he tenido buenas experiencias aquí. Y la transacción a la escuela secundaria puede ser muy difícil y estresante porque muchos de nosotros nos volvemos a ver de nuevo, pero vamos a poder superarlo. Y también tenemos que dejar buenos ejemplos como los del octavo grado para el nombre de la escuela, porque representamos a casa y tenemos que dejar un buen legado para la próxima generación de estudiantes de Casa Esperanza.
So when one student is not feeling well, other folks roll in. That's how CASA rolls, right? We do what we do, and that includes our students too. Our final speaker today is Courtney Worrell. Courtney started at Casa Esperanza in 2007 as a kindergarten student in the enrichment program, graduating from Casa in 2016. She has many wonderful CASA memories, and maybe her favorite was the 6th grade trip to Washington, D.C. We want to bring that back again, right? Yes. Courtney went to Millbrook High School. Here's her proud sister right up front here. Was part of the International Baccalaureate program, graduating summa cum laude with a special National Honor Society and Spanish Honor Society recognition. She was academic all-conference on Millbrook's softball team. She's now in her 2nd year at UNC Chapel Hill studying exercise and sports science. That's not all. Minoring in Spanish. That's not all. And medical anthropology. So with that, I give you Courtney Worrell.
Thank you, and thank you for that lovely introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It's such an honor to be with you all today, and I'd like to thank Ms. Brock and administration for allowing me to be here. My name is Courtney Worrell, and like she said, I'm a former student. I completed kindergarten through 8th grade here, and I graduated in 2016. After graduating, I went to Millbrook High School where I was in the International Baccalaureate program, and now I am a sophomore at UNC, majoring in exercise and sports science. I really believe that CASA has given me the tools that I needed to be successful. Also, it built my foundation for my love of Spanish. And lastly, it helped me develop many of my great friendships and relationships that have lasted forever. First, I want to talk about the Montessori style of learning and how it directly impacted me. And I feel like you can't talk about the Montessori style of learning without giving a quote from Maria Montessori herself. So as she wisely once said, "Education is a natural process carried out by the child and is not acquired by listening to words but by experiences in the environment." So what she means by this is a child should allow themselves to delve freely into education and into the world. And with the Montessori style of learning, you can do this, and I experienced this myself. There is a level of freedom within individuality and a level of independence that you can't get except from CASA. So an example of this was in the lower elementary when we had our work plan. I always look forward to getting my work and being able to work at my own pace. And then in upper elementary, I developed the habit of using a planner, which carried with me into Millbrook and into college. And looking around, this was something that a lot of my peers didn't have. And so this is something that was very unique to CASA and is a very good organizational tool for the future. So I also have to talk about my love for Spanish. I was in the enrichment program at CASA, which meant we got Spanish lessons every day. In lower elementary, this looked like just talking and singing. And one of my favorites was always the Fiesta de las Familias. And then in upper elementary and middle grades, you learned a lot more writing and reading foundations that I carried with me into high school and now. When I went to Millbrook, I was able to go right into Spanish 2 honors, and I completed all 4 years there, 2 years of advanced Spanish. And now, as stated, I am a Spanish minor, Spanish for the medical professions track. And I've been blessed to have gone on 2 mission trips. And my goal with being a minor is being able to help people in communities that are Spanish speaking that many people might not be able to reach because of a language barrier. And I've already been able to see this play out in my life by having the opportunity to go on 2 mission trips to Mexico, where I was able to not only talk but also translate and build bonds with people from that community. And so with that, I'd just like to say thank you to CASA for building this foundation. Me encanta muchísimo este idioma y muchas gracias a CASA para permitirme aprender y amar español. So lastly, I just have to talk about my friendships. CASA is a very kind and respectful environment, and one of my greatest friends, Audrey Summers, I met in the 1st grade. And to this day, we talk in some form every day. We went to high school together, prom, and we now go to the same church and are in the same small group. So there's just so many memories there. And I feel like you also can't talk about your relationships without talking about all the wonderful teachers at CASA. I see some of mine in the crowd right now. But they really do make an impact on you, and they really do care for you, not only for your education, but for you as a person. And that's something also that's very unique at CASA. So thank you to all the teachers that I had, and for all the teachers that are still here. You really do have an impact on the students that you're teaching. So with that, I'd like to say thank you so much for having me, and thank you to CASA for building this foundation and shaping me into who I am today. I'd also like to thank my mom and my dad for fostering my love for learning by sending me here, and my brother here who also came, and my little sister who's there now. And I'm really excited for this new building, and for my mom, who many of you may know as Miss Whirl, my little sister Katie, and all the other faculty and students that will get to experience this new building. This is my story, but it's also a part of CASA's story, so I'm really excited for this new chapter in CASA history. Thank you all. Muchas gracias a todos.
Me again. So Courtney is one of those folks who comes back to Casa. And if you'll look around you, you'll see that we have on our t-shirts today, "Come home to Casa." Casa, ven a tu hogar en casa. Casa is always your family. Always. It is always your home. So as our rising ninth graders matriculate on to high school, I've said to them, Casa is your home. Come back and see us for sure.